What is up, everyone? OTBN365 is back. Friday, May 20th, 2022. I'm Jeff from Jeff News Sports. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in and subscribing and the comments and everything all week. It's been great. We got thanks to a couple of characters down south. We've got a surprising amount of content to cover this week. So let's without further ado, let's get to it. Let's do the NBA playoffs. Game 2 of Miami Heat versus Boston Celtics last night. The Celtics showed up. They got their players back. Horford, Smart come back. The Celtics whooped the Heat. There's no other way about it. They come out and just put their foot on their neck in the first quarter, blew their doors off. It was actually a very, very, I'll say a disappointingly boring game. I was looking so forward to this series. Both games have been lopsided. This series is tied 1-1, which is good, for later on. But as of right now, it wasn't a tough watch if you're a Celtics fan. They played great. The Heat had no answer for him last night. Smart, comes back for game 2, almost a fat triple double. 24, 9, and 12. That's as good as a triple double for me. They had no answer for him. The Celtics, they were dropping 3-pointers, so they spread the floor out. And when they spread the floor out, basically my notes were the Heat just don't have the defenders to match up, man to man when they get that floor spread out. I know the Heat are a great team. Play great team defense and all this, but when they get them spread out and the Celtics start, making shots from the perimeter, the Heat can't. They don't seem to have the manpower to cover. You got Smart, you got Brown, you got Grant Williams had another 19-point game. 2 for 2 from 3-point land, but when he's making shots, he's stretching the floor. It was an impressive victory, and I don't know what the Heat answer is if the Celtics are shooting good and Tatum is just having his way. I mean, Jimmy Butler's having a great playoffs and had a great game 1, but Tatum is just he's a tier above, and they absolutely don't have an answer for him on either end of the floor. And then when the Heat get down, they are having a lot of trouble coming up with volume offense. They just cannot seem to figure out a way to get buckets when they really need them to stop these runs to catch up. And when they got down last night by 10, I mean, it was at one point in the first half, I'm sure it was close. It had to be over 20 points. And you just don't see where they're going to come up with instant offense from. It's Hero. He looks average, when he's out there against this Celtics team. Celtics team is impressive. On Twitter, like somebody said, in December, January, we talk about the Celtics play-in team, and now they are clearly, in my opinion, the best team, in the NBA, and they're getting everybody back now. Robert Woods, he played a good game last night. When he's in there, he's a monster. I haven't got to watch him a lot this year, and he's been out the playoffs, but wow, what a difference maker! If he's in that Milwaukee Bucks series, they might sweep the Bucks. What an impressive player he was. So that was cool. So anyway, that's where we're at. Series is tied 1-1. Let's hope for some better games, coming up. We got the Mavericks and Golden State playing, game 2 tonight, Friday night. Whenever you're listening to this, it was Friday night they're playing, and let's hope just to get a fun game. The first 3 of the conference finals have been great. So we're gonna jump down. We're gonna jump down to NHL real quick. My NHL update. Blues beat the Avalanche. Series tied 1-1. Avalanche really shocked me. I told you the other day. I made you a lot of promises. I said the Avalanche had some good players. I don't know what happened last night, and I honestly don't know what happened. But that series is tied 1-1. Let's just assume it's going to Game 7, which is awesome. I know a lot of Blues fans. I'm sure they're really excited. There's my take of the day. Blues fans, St. Louis Blues fans are really excited today. That's my hot hockey take. Lightning Panthers. Lightning have a 2-0 lead. Looks like they're headed back to the Eastern Conference Finals. I do not think that one's going to Game 7. Started the PGA Championship yesterday. Rory McIlroy is leading. He's 5 under, leading after the first round. No surprises there. It's hot and tough in Tulsa, Oklahoma for this one. It's a good place for a PGA Championship, and it's going to be fun to watch over the weekend. Tigers are +4, 99th. The guy's out there playing. I told you on the show yesterday. I'm happy about that. I'm sure he'll have some flashes of brilliance, and we'll get a good shot of it. But he's obviously not going to affect the leaderboard. So go Tiger. Good luck, buddy. And we'll see what happens. I'm sure I have a ton to say on Monday's show about the PGA Championship, but after round one, you can't get a lot except for John Daly out there looking like Beach Santa, leading the tournament early in the morning. That was all over Twitter if anybody saw. So good for John Daly, one of the true all-time characters in sports history. So here we go. Let's do this. I'm a college football guy. I do a lot of college football content in the fall. I do a Buckeyes podcast. I'm on with Jay Stevens all the time on Locked On Buckeyes. Like I college football is my true passion. It's what I love. It's the sport I probably enjoy the most. I definitely apparently don't enjoy changing my graphics if you're watching. So anyway, so we got something going on, and it's the middle of May in college football. Recruiting season is over. Spring games are over. We're college, every college, the students, we're out for the year. So nothing should be going on. It should be a quiet time. It should be a time for, just, some of these coaches, getting their pool parties in, spend some time with their family before summer workouts kick in. But no, these two guys down in the SEC country are at it. They are tuned up this week. So yesterday we talked about Nick Saban. He came out and said that Texas A&M bought their recruiting class and that it's whatever. It's basically they did it the wrong way. Alabama does they do it the right way, and just really went after Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M for the NIL stuff and the way they gathered talent, over at Texas A&M. And essentially, they literally, not essentially, he came out and said they bought a team. Okay, first of all, let's clear something up. Texas A&M, the team does not pay these players. Now, am I saying that someone is paying these players? Yeah, they have sponsors and it's boosters and all that. And again, it's legal, so nothing illegal as of now. We assume they're paying the players. Players went there. They've got NIL deals. So that's what's going on at Texas A&M. Like, there's no sugarcoating that. It's going on at Alabama too. Let's say that. Saban also said yesterday, well, our guys made $3 million the right way. That was basically saying, go ahead and come to Alabama. We'll figure it out. I mean, I know what Saban's up to, but Jimbo was not having it. So Jimbo Fisher comes out yesterday. We knew this was going to happen. He goes, because Jimbo's a fiery guy anyway, and he's the head football coach of a national title contender, and he is not about to take this line down from Nick Saban and be pushed around by Nick Saban. So he comes out yesterday and lights the college football world on fire. He doesn't only say that Saban, had no, he was mad that Saban was going after his players. He said time and time again, like, you're attacking 17-year-olds. This grown man is attacking 17-year-olds, and he's coming down on 17-year-olds and all of this thing. And then he starts getting real personal. So not only does he dispute Saban's claims of basically cheating, Jimbo clearly says, we do everything the right way. We always have. Then anytime these college coaches get into the right way stuff, I'm like, okay, so it's, yeah, what you mean is you played by the system that's as crooked as can be. So yes, you did it the same way. Let's say there's no right way. Jimbo says, we did it the same way we've always done it. Like, we're fine. But then he gets personal. And then he says, basically, Nick Saban's trying to play God or czar of college football. He brought up the word like playing God. And then he straight up calls Saban a narcissist, which I don't know how you could be a big time college football coach and not be a narcissist. Whatever. Apparently that's a huge insult. He calls him a narcissist. It just encourages people to go look into his past, essentially accusing Saban of cheating. He does that. I mean, just all in. It's really great. Go look at the clip. It's about 2.5 minutes of Jimbo just ripping Saban up one side down the other. It's really impressive stuff. And what's great about it for a content creator, I don't even care who wins or loses this argument. To have college football talk in the middle of May, I'm in. Like, these two clowns can go at it for weeks. I hope they go at it all summer. I have another coach up. So I hope it's a WWE Royal Rumble with these guys, because what they're really talking about is they're all agitated and they're all upset because these guys that had all the power, made all the money, had all the, like you talk about Saban, he not only is he the highest paid employee in Alabama, but he also has all the insurance sponsors, the car dealerships, all this. So he, like, these coaches had all the money and all the control over their free labor. Well, now that the other players are getting some back, and now that they have to figure out how to work this new system, they're a little edgy and a little upset. So what we're really talking about is all these coaches and school administrators and um, just everybody is what they're really upset is about losing control. That's why everybody's upset, is that they're upset about losing control. Like, God forbid, after 150 years of the system, leaning one direction, that the actual players get anything back, any control, any say whatsoever. We automatically, hey, you shouldn't be able to transfer to another school. You shouldn't be able to make money, blah, blah, blah. Then we're going to argue about how you make the money. Not like it's what these coaches really should say is, it's none of my business. I don't pay the kids. The school doesn't pay the kids. What the contracts and these NILs between the student and the sponsors. If the coach decides to get involved, that's his fault. He doesn't even have to. They can just completely ignore it and just coach their coach or coach their team. So that's the thing. Why do they care so much? They shouldn't even be involved in this. Stay out of it. Let the agents, let the business people worry about all this, and you coach the players. Because you know, that's what I don't get. Why is Saban so upset about this? A&M get the top recruiting class. If he's the better coach your kids, you're going to beat them. That's all you should care about. Well, all of a sudden, so is Saban admitting that, I don't know, maybe having the best players every year in the country helps win? Is that what Saban's really telling us? I'm sure that's a new thought. Nick Saban thinks that having better players is going to help you win, or he wouldn't be nervous. So what's wrong, Nick? Can't coach your team up? You're a little nervous? Is that what's going on? A little nervous down there, Alabama? You shouldn't be. I mean, you're the best coach in the history of college football, and you got a great team coming back. What do you care what Jimbo's doing? But you do. That's what we need to dig into. Why do these coaches care so much? That's what I'm going to leave you with today. Why in the hell do these coaches care so much about what the other coaches are doing? If then they're going to tell us all through the season, like, we're just one game at a time. We're just worried about the next game. We're just worried about Saturday. I'm focused on the team ahead of us, blah, blah, blah. But man, you obviously are focused on other things. You obviously have your ear to the tracks, keeping up with the Joneses. So that's what I'm gonna leave you with. Why in the hell do college football coaches care so much about what each other is doing? All right, man. I appreciate it, everybody. That's OTBN365 for today. Be sure to check out all the content creators over there at Off the Ball Network. We're having a lot of fun right now. Got a lot of things going on. Come check us out. We appreciate it. I'm Jeff Hunt from Jeff Needs Sports at jhunt006 on Twitter. Get at me. We appreciate it. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And that's it.